Monty, well, exactly as you said there. Emmanuel Macron came to Marseille with one objective in mind, and that's to woo over voters who decided to back Jean-Luc Mélenchon in the first round. Those voters representing a third of all votes in Marseille over here, as Macron came second with just 22%. Now, to do that, as you mentioned there, he decided to basically base his whole speech, pretty much his whole speech this afternoon, on the topic of the environment, and to say that he is the candidate to vote for if you want to see France minimize its impact on the environment and right its wrongs for what's been done so far, as opposed, he says, to the other candidate, Marine Le Pen, from the far-right party. Now, the main point to take from his meeting this afternoon is that Macron said that if re-elected, well, his prime minister will directly be in charge of the environment, of the ecology, and he would then be, he or she would be backed by two ministers who'd be charged with implementing those decisions. Now, what would he do? He said that he would up solar power. That was one option that definitely received some attention from the crowd. He said that he'd up wind turbines, offshore wind turbines. That receives slightly less excitement from the crowds, but also came back on the fact that he would open six new nuclear reactors in France. Now, to say that he was the candidate, the green candidate, let's say, to vote for in this second round, well, Macron came back on some of the successes that he's done that he's achieved throughout these last 5 years. Those included reopening night trains in France, helping people to buy electric cars, and also upping the amounts of the surfaces dedicated to organic farms, to organic farming. Now, he touched a little bit on farming and cooperation elsewhere, but it has to be said that the discourse on that was quite limited, considering the impact that the current farming system does have on France and on the planet. However, he has tried in this way to be able to woo over those Mélenchon voters to really choose this much more, let's say, a militant tone. He promised to overhaul some of the current systems, and perhaps voters who are used to hearing such kind of more aggressive, more dedicated type of speech. And this is his way, clearly, to try and woo over those 31 to 32% of voters who decided to back the candidate in the first round. But he definitely wants to oppose himself to Marine Le Pen, saying that she is she's not questioning, she's putting into question basically the current decisions around climate, and that she is not that green candidate to vote for. So very much his speech this afternoon mostly dedicated to the environment.